All right, welcome Lions fans. I'm Kent Reiber, the head cross country and track coach at St. Leo University. I'm here with Paige Patterson, a million miles away from me. Paige, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Paige. I'm from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I'm a long distance runner for the St. Leo cross country tech team.
Cool. Thanks, Paige. A little bit colder there for you, I'm sure. But I want to just kind of start out and talk a little bit about your transition from really, I guess, soccer and running, basically coming on as a soccer cross-country track athlete and then, making your way over to just running specifically.
Yeah, so I was initially recruited for soccer to come to St. Leo we went to like a showcase tournament in BC, actually. And I was in contact with the soccer coach for a long time, but so that's how I initially learned about St. Leo, and I did my research on it, and I was really interested in coming here. And I had always done track and soccer, and I even played a whole bunch of other sports in junior high and stuff. So I couldn't see myself just picking one sport to do for all of a sudden, because I had done so many for such a long time. So I asked the cross country coach and track coach here at St. Leo if there's a chance that I could maybe still run and stuff like that, and they were really open to letting me do everything still. So that's how I got started with track here.
Cool. Yeah, it was very interesting, right? Having the balance of both, but I think you did a great job, obviously being a part of the President's Club at St. Leo, having one of the highest GPAs as a student athlete. You achieved well in athletics and then as well as academics. So just kind of going over a few of your personal bests here and then talking about that transition. Obviously, we've got that 17:31 5K now, which I'm sure you're pretty excited about, but I'm sure we still have some more left to do, but then even going to the 21:49 6K. Obviously, some good times. What has the transition been like for you from, kind of putting soccer on the back burner at the moment? How has that transition worked for you? Has it been easy, hard?
I think the biggest thing for me was I was always kind of balancing so many sports at the same time that I could never primarily just focus on running. So that was the hard part of even in high school and junior high was I never got to just focus just on running. I was always doing soccer. I was always doing basketball, volleyball. I was going from one practice to the next, not really ever having a break from anything. So I think just being able to solely focus on running got me a lot more just in terms of mileage and different kinds of training that I think really helped me improve and get better faster.
Yeah, so this fall season was really our first go at seriously running and not doing soccer. So coming in 7th for us at the conference meet, coming in 8th for us at the regional meet, both big meets for us in cross country. What was it like having a full season under your belt and then coming into those races, and how did you feel going into them?
I just felt overall more prepared. I've always been someone that I've sort of almost I'm consider myself someone that doubts myself almost, and coming into it with basically a full half year and stuff of just training for running and stuff, I felt more confident because I was just so used to training all the time and not worrying about, oh, when am I going to be able to squeeze a run in? When am I going to be able to train for this specifically? And it just gave me a lot more confidence going in, especially in my teammates and everyone motivating me and stuff like that too.
So what does a typical week of training look like now for you?
Yeah, so my mileage has gone up a lot since when I first joined, but I think that's one of the main things that has helped me lots is coming in, even in high school, my coaches didn't stress a lot of high mileage and stuff like that. It was just, for example, just 30-minute easy runs on our off days, that kind of stuff. And now everything is kind of measured, which is for me, it's good. I'm someone that likes to have everything organized and stuff like that. So it's really easy for me to keep track of everything and stuff. So I find that has helped lots. But a typical week for training is Monday. I usually double 3 or 4 times a week. So I would do 6 in the morning and 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And then the hard days would just be one single session of 8 or 9 miles, depending on what we're doing. So 2 hard sessions a week and then a long run too.
Okay. What's your longest run so far?
Last year I think I did 13 on a long run because one of the assistant coaches, he was like, oh, we'll take you for 12. Like he was just trying to convince me to do 12 last year. And then I was like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it. And then it ended up being like 13 and a half. So kind of got tricked into doing a longer one, but it worked out. It was fun.
Okay. Well, speaking of tricking you into things, and not necessarily that I did that, but when I first brought the steeple up to you, what were you thinking? Were you nervous about it? Were you worried about it? What were your thoughts?
Yeah. So when I first heard and you brought up the idea of steeple, I was like immediately kind of like scared about it, kind of because I've always been told, like, even though I've done like so many different sports and stuff, I've always been told that I'm very uncoordinated. So I was like really scared to sort of do it at first. And I was kind of like it might be good. Like I know I had a bunch of friends at home that had done it. So I was like, okay, well, like I've seen them do it and it doesn't look too bad.
And now you've kind of fallen in love with it, right?
Yeah, I really like it. It's just something different. Like it's distracting almost that you're running like 3K because you're just focusing on getting over the next barrier, focusing on just getting over the next water jump, and you're just focusing on that as opposed to just, okay, I have like 4 more laps to go.
So with that, and obviously moving into next season, what are your goals?
For cross country this year, I definitely my goal is to try and get top 3 for conference, and then for regionals, I want to get top 5, and like for team goals too, like I want our team to be like I want our team to like get conference championship and like obviously like get top 3 in the region again, and just like run good like as a pack and stuff. Like I feel like we definitely like got stronger as the year went on. So like I feel like us working together really helped us improve each race and every time we ran.
Cool. And then going into track events, whether it's the steeple or 5K, do you have any goals in mind for the future?
For the steeple is definitely like I want to be my main focus for track season, and I want to run. Um, well, I want to run like the provisional time for sure, and I had ran that actually in Montreal last year when I went to nationals here in Canada. So I definitely want to get under 11 minutes. I'm hoping to go around like 10:45 ish, and like hopefully that gets me to nationals next year. And for the 5K, I want to get around like 17:15, 17:10 around for next year is my goals.
Yeah, did you think you would be running 17:30s this early into your sophomore season?
To be honest, not really. I was kind of my goal of kind of getting around 17:30 for like the end of outdoor season, but I didn't think it was going to happen like in indoor season, especially because like it was kind of racing back to back all the time, and I was kind of like scared. I was like, oh, like I was scared I might burn out and stuff, but like I just kept kind of like getting more confidence with racing and stuff, and I think that helped a lot too. So
So what's been your favorite things at St. Leo, whether it's training, classes, interactions with friends? What's been your favorite few things?
definitely. The main things that drew me to St. Leo was like the small class sizes, and like the team was just so welcoming to begin with. But like the small class sizes was really big for me because like I couldn't picture myself like if I would have went to school here, I couldn't picture myself in like a 300 like people lecture hall and like trying to get help individually for like the hard bio classes and stuff like that. I feel like it would have been so much harder and difficult, and like even like talking to your professors, just being more comfortable than with them and everything. I feel like it was just more of a fit for me to have smaller class sizes. And the team was like, I got a really good vibe when I came for my official visit, just meeting all the individual people on the team, and they were all really welcoming. And I was just like I can see that everyone like loves to be here and enjoys it.
Good. The last couple of things here from my end. On our trips, I usually try and ask questions about the area that you're from and things like that. Obviously, we have Coach Jones on the team, who's a Canadian as well. But I'm always hearing about this mall, and I just wanted to get some more info from you on this mall. I guess it's a really exciting thing to do in Edmonton.
Yeah, so if I was to say like the one thing Edmonton, like where I'm from, is very popular for is our mall. Like at one point it was a while ago, but it was one of the biggest malls in the world. It's probably like down the list now. It's probably like 30 or something like now. I don't even know. But so we have a water park inside, and we have Galaxyland, which is an amusement park, so it has rides and stuff like that. We have like 2 mini golf courses in there. We have an ice rink. We have like this, I guess you would say it's sort of like a fake ocean sort of thing with like a boat and everything. And it's like it's supposed to be like a replica of like the Santa Maria sort of thing. So I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything
What
else.
about these seals that I keep hearing about?
Oh yeah, so like with the ocean thing it's kind of in the middle of the mall, so it's like the whole mall is built around it. They have like live sea lion performances like a couple times a day, and it's always like I think they always have like 3 or 4 of them always doing shows and stuff. But you can just stand at the top on the second level, just watch basically.
Very cool. Obviously the weather down here is great. Can you compare the weather from Florida to Edmonton at all?
uh it's it's so nice being able to train like full year there and not have to worry about anything like the snow or like the rain, the cold. Like it rains in Florida, but there's nothing like here when it's really bad. Like the other day on Tuesday we got like 5 inches of snow, and it's like supposed to be we were supposed to get an early spring, and that's what an early spring looks like for us. Like it's not exactly ideal.
Okay. Well, definitely glad you were able to join us. I don't know if you have any parting words that you'd like to add, but it's been a great time getting to chat with you. I'm glad we have you on the team, and looking forward to a great season moving forward.
Yeah, so I think the main thing is for a lot of the high school athletes, they're probably like you're losing motivation, and like I know a lot of even like university students, like your season's cut short and you're kind of shell shocked for those first couple days. You just don't know what to do, how to approach things, and like I think the biggest thing is to like treat it like you're almost like you have this an opportunity to like keep training hard and like not worry about like when the next time you're going to race is, just like why you like started running. Like think about like when you first started running, like why like you love it so much, and like think about like cross country season and like the goals that you want to hit there and how hard you need to work like right now to do that.